One of the things that's so amazing to me is just how immensely vindicated we could be, but nobody cares. We could be proven 100% right about fucking everything we say ever, and nobody cares. It's not covered, it's not talked about, and I'm not even talking about discussing us. I'm talking about discussing the issue as such. So we just got this news, ready? Far-right MAGA network Newsmax has agreed to pay $67 million to settle a defamation lawsuit with Dominion Voting Systems over 2020 election lies. That means now you have Fox News had to pay $787 million to Dominion over their 2020 election lies, where they pretended like, you know, this voting machine company was working with Maduro and flipping votes from Republican to Democrat. They were smeared, they were defamed, and so Fox had to pay out over that $787 million for being brazen liars, and now Newsmax has to pay out $67 million for the same fucking reason. Is anybody gonna take a moment to reflect on what this news actually means? What it means is the following. Right-wing media in this country is built on a foundation of outright, complete and utter lies. You cannot take a word any of these people say seriously ever again about anything ever. Because this is what they do. They are narrative humpers. They are liars. Their whole purpose is to grab the pom-poms and be cheerleaders for Trump, for MAGA, for Republicans, for right-wing philosophy and ideology. That's all they have. That's all they do. And there is a complete difference between that and a liberal or left-wing outlet that, at least to one extent or another, has 1 foot in reality. In many instances, 2 feet in reality, where we actually talk about what's real. And the thing that drives me crazy is nobody's going to have a moment over this, and nobody's going to realize, okay, well, hold on now. I can never take these outlets seriously again. I can never both sides anything ever again. There's no equivalence between the two sides. One side is just literally outed as proven, demonstrable liars. Verifiable liars. People forget the extent of the lies, too. When Fox had to pay out $787 million, what did we learn? In Discovery, we got a bunch of emails and shit, bro. We got Laura Ingraham, we got Sean Hannity, we got Tucker Carlson. Tucker was out there saying shit like, I hate Trump, I hate him with a burning passion, I can't wait until we don't have to talk about him ever again. Nothing positive has come out of the Trump era. This is the shit he was saying behind the scenes, because they all knew, damn, this whole stolen election shit is fucking horse shit. It's not true. It's nonsense. It's not. I don't know why anybody takes it seriously, but then they would say that behind the scenes, and then publicly they would push the false election, the stolen election bullshit. And so that's how Dominion was able to show, like, you knew it was bullshit, but you were saying it anyway. So we can prove you were lying, and you knew you were lying, and at the same time you were defaming us and smearing us and dragging our name through the mud based on Dickie McDick. So that ended up helping them, where Fox said, look, we'll settle out of court. And they, $787 million, bro. They almost agreed to pay them a billion DZACs. $1 billion DZACs. So, for the love of God, for anybody, I really hope that there's at least some conservatives that are watching this video right now. I don't know if it's the case. I tend to doubt it. Maybe there's a handful. But, like, I'm begging you guys. I'm pleading with you guys. If you go back to Fox News, if you go back to Newsmax, if you go back to right-wing outlets, you want to be lied to. You care more about confirmation bias and emotional satisfaction, confirming your priors. You care more about that than you do about the truth. And if that's your mindset, I'm sorry. Politics is not for you. We actually need politics to be about making people's lives better, improving people's lives, making them happier, making them healthier, fixing problems. This is what politics is about. If all you do is grab the pom-poms and cheerlead for your fucking side, and your side is demonstrable liars, where they have to pay out millions of dollars for lying about something so egregiously, right? Well, I'm sorry, just pick something else, bro. Go pick up racquetball or some shit. Go get a different hobby. This is not for you. It's not for you. And so, I don't know, man. It just is. It's a very black-pilling thing. When you see a story like this comes out, I didn't even see anybody talk about it. Did you? I didn't. Maybe I missed it. It's possible I missed it. But I didn't see people talk about this shit. It didn't, like, certainly nobody covered it as, like, super important breaking news. But this really undermines the entire right-wing MAGA ideology and philosophy. It is built on right-wing postmodernism. It is built on this idea of the truth doesn't matter, only my truth matters, and my truth is fill in the blank with whatever bullshit, right? The fact that there were over 60 cases over the election in 2020 and Republicans lost virtually every one. When Rudy Giuliani was out there alleging fraud in the election, then as soon as he got in front of a courtroom, what did he say? Oh, I'm not alleging fraud in the election. All of these people are disgusting. And if you work for one of these outlets, or if you work for any right-wing outlet, like, you know what you are and you know what you're doing. And you have poisoned the body politic in America. And you've given license to some of the dumbest people in the country to engage in absolute fantasy about who they are, what they represent, and what the opposition represents. When at the end of the day, in reality, the fact of the matter is, liberal outlets and left-wing outlets were the only ones telling you the truth about the 2020 election. The only ones. And now we know that as a matter of fact. You know, in a world that, if conservatives were correct about the 2020 election, the lawsuits would have went in the other direction. People would have said, CNN, MSNBC, you know, Secular Talk, whatever, all those shows, all you guys, you are lying about the election by saying Joe Biden won the election, and we're going to prove it in a court of law that you guys were actually defaming Trump, and you guys were defaming right-wingers who were telling the truth. And oh, would you look at that? There are fucking zero examples of liberal and left-wing outlets that were taken to task for their position on the election. You want to know why? Because we were regurgitating things that were factually true. We were giving you actual information, even though you didn't like it, even though it hurt your narrative, even though it made you feel icky, even though, you know, you didn't want to believe what we were saying, but we were right. But we were fucking right. And so we'll see. Is One America News Network also under the microscope? I don't know. They're another right-wing outlet that was lying about the election relentlessly. I don't know if maybe they settled out of court at a different time or whatever. But people need to reckon with this shit. It's like with Alex Jones. Remember when Alex Jones lied about the Sandy Hook shooting and basically said it was fake? And then there was a bunch of lawsuits, civil lawsuits from the family over it, and they ended up winning, and Alex has to pay them an arm and a leg, pay them $1 gazillion for lying and saying their kids weren't killed and they were crisis actors and shit like that. And Alex had to come out on air and like issue this fucking apology and basically say like he was wrong about it. And the wildest thing is nobody looked at that and said, okay, I can henceforth disregard everything Alex says because clearly he's a proven liar and it's been shown in court. Right? No, people still go and watch Alex Jones. People still go and watch Fox News. Fox News, get this, to show you how much this country doesn't care about truth. Fox News, after paying out $787 million for being proven liars, they're still the number one name in news. News, I use that term loosely. They still are. What am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do with that? If I can come out here and spit straight facts for hours straight every day for you guys, and it means nothing. Water off a duck's ass. Because most of the country is watching the dipshits over on Fox News smear left-wingers and liberals and Democrats all day, knowing that, hey, this is a company that just had to pay out nearly $1 billion because they're fucking liars. But they still watch because they don't care. They don't care about what's true. So, I mean, part of my mission is to get people back to a place where they feel like I should prioritize that which is true. Like I should care whether or not something is true or false. We're not even there, right? We're so far gone as a country. We've lost our way so fucking much that people don't even think like, oh, this is actually like, we should care about this. We should focus on this. We should first and foremost be truth seeking. No, it's you still have Fox number one name in news, even though they had to pay out nearly $1 billion for lying. And now Newsmax, are their ratings going to take a hit with this settlement? No, it's not. And this post-truth world is in full effect in a way that when I was younger, I was naive. I never thought it would be this bad, but it's bad and it's still here. Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.